project. Siguro, we can ask Jay, why did you say yes to this project?
Well, for me, like I said, parang you know, I really hold my relationship with Direk Lester with so much value. So parang, and really, he was really part of my big break. You know, in Palos, it really was a big break for me. And he was really part of my journey. And one of my favorite projects I've ever done was Ironheart. That was such an incredible ride. So when they offered this to me, of course, I grabbed the opportunity because I'm working with such an amazing actor in Baron Geisler. But also I'm working with one of my favorite directors of all time, Direk Lester. And so for me, you know, as an artist, not everything's about money. You know, parang as an artist sometimes, you know, parang in order to move forwards, you need to take a step back, you need to make a sacrifice. Diba parang you see a brilliant script with brilliant people in it, and then sometimes what's in the way is a talent fee. So I'm like, Direk, you know what, forget about it. Let's do this project, let's have fun. And you know, for me, I do theater, so like, diba, this all makes sense to me. And actually, binayaran naman din talaga ako. It's not like they didn't pay me anything, okay? They paid me. But like for me, I'm the type of artist talaga na if I want to do something, I'm really gonna do it. And if it's a question of working with people I love, I wouldn't even think twice. Sometimes parang kahit hindi pa buo yung kwento, kahit hindi pa buo yung pelikula, but if the pieces are all together with people that I love and respect, my gosh, I'm on board. Kahit ano pa yan. Thank you.
Pero gaano ka-special sa inyo ang project na ito? Considering ang dami nyo ng action projects na ginawa, and then meron pa ba kayo dito mga ginawa na first time nyo nang in-execute ng mga action scenes?
This is special, like na-mention ni Baron, because the story is about the journey of a person who is in the autism spectrum. Ako naman, meron din kasi akong anak, yung pangatlong anak ko na lalaki. He's special, although his case is very unique. It's not even named yet. It's called deletion of chromosome 18q. It's very technical. It's a very, very special case. So he's special. So pangarap kasi namin lahat mga parents ng mga batang special is ma-reach nila yung full potential nila, maging functional sila, maging self-sufficient sila. So yung character dito ni Santo na portrayed by Baron, isa siyang taong ganon. So parang nakikita ko yung anak ko, pangarap ko para sa kanya, maging ganon, maging self-sufficient, maging functional siya, maging productive member of the society siya. So that's something very special to me. And of course, this is an action film that we were given an opportunity to work together on. Meron kasi akong maliit na pangarap na sana year after year mag-improve yung quality ng film or quality ng series na ginagawa namin. And then one day makarating tayo dun sa ultimate goal natin na maging international yung recognition, distribution ng mga produktong pelikulang Pilipino.
Pero direct from the start, sa Netflix, hindi nyo
sa amin kasi una, you know, when we did this, we were given the opportunity to distribute it in the local theaters and in international but one of the major problem of us filmmakers, we are not distributors kasi. So ang focus namin, ang expertise namin nasa filmmaking, nasa film production, not into film distribution. So that's one of our major challenges as an independent producer, as a small producer, is to distribute it. So right now, the easiest solution for us para mapanood yung pelikula o series natin is through international streaming platform. So that's the easiest way for us. But of course, if we would be given a chance to distribute it internationally or locally sa cinema sa mga susunod namin gagawin, we would like to do that. We would like to do that. But that's a major challenge for us because we're not film distributors.
Baron, you mentioned na you had to train for the fight scenes for almost a year, diba? Second that, because for our industry, what other preparations did you have to undergo for that?
Ang hindi ko po makakalimutan yung workshop na ginawa po natin ni Direk. Yan din, hinanap namin kung paano maglakad si Santo, character ko. Hinanap namin kung ano yung magiging itsura niya habang nagpa-fight in character. So, we were very serious nung tinatrabaho po namin to. Nung nag-train kami, Direk would pass by, he would check the fight scenes na or fight choreography rather na ginawa ni Direk Lance. And then, spot check ni Direk. And then, biglang out of the blue, sabihin niya sa akin, sige nga, Baron, gawin mo nga, pero as Santo. And I'm like, napapressure na nga ako sa sobrang haba ng bilang nung fight kasi ang dami kong kalaban dito. Kasi mga 50, 15. So I have to memorize all that. And then, hindi naman ako ganun kagaling talaga sa action. I'm an athlete. Pero hindi pa ako marunong maglagay ng grace sa isang fight scene until director me. Parang, ba't di mo isipin na parang gawin itong sayaw para maganda yung flow? So maraming input na binigay sa akin si Direk.
And then you have to do it in character.
And then I have to do it in character. And then there are other days na biglang isi-surprise kami ni Direk habang nagte-training. And then he'll tell me, sige nga, can you walk back and forth as Santo Miro? Santo. Walk back and forth as Santo and then magsalita ka, mag-dialogue. I want to hear his voice. And then of course, I was caught off guard na parang, how do I do this? I'm not yet sure with the voice, hindi ko pa nahanap direct. Sige, just do it. So ginawa ko. And then ang pinaka-memorable sa akin was the day before we shot our movie, yung first day namin. Nung una, ang gusto ng prod, medyo darker si Santo, malalim yung voice, tapos mas maangas yung character niya. And then, biglang tinawagan ako ni Direk Lester. Punta ako dyan, ayusin natin, i-fine-tune natin para mas gusto kong medyo mas gawin natin mabait, mas bata, mas lovable tingnan. And then, pinuntahan niya ako sa kwarto ko, sa SEDA. And then doon na, nag-workshop kami for about 3 hours. And then we were doing all sorts of scenes. He wanted me to do it. Nag-read kami. Until finally we found Santo. His voice, his attitude, yung pagiging OCD niya sa mga bagay. And I'm very grateful. Kung hindi ako ginaid ni Direk Lester, hindi ko mahahanap ang boses at puso ni Santo.
We also consulted a lot of developmental teachers, therapists, me and my wife, because my wife has been taking care of Lincoln, our third son. So marami kaming exposure sa mga batang special, pati sa mga doktor, sa mga developmental teacher. So nagpagtulong kami sa kanila para mabuo yung character na as accurate as possible.
First, Jake, how did you find the voice and the heart of it? Kasi, di ba, you played a lot of bodies.
I think in this process, parang we wanted to do something more minimalist kasi we came from Ironheart where I had to put on a voice, there's the hair, a lot of things. So, and plus like the challenge for me here was, I was an addition to the project. So, the script wasn't written for me. You know what I mean? It wasn't tailor-fitted for me. So, the challenge for me was, sabi ni Direk, can you make this character interesting? So sabi ko, okay, what kind of freedom do I have? Can I change my look? So right away I colored my hair, I dyed my hair gray. Because I wanted him from afar, from a wide shot. Is he old or is he, diba? Is he old or is this a fashion decision or whatever? And then down to the gun. So that was also I sourced out my gun for the movie. And then at the same time, parang it was more taking things out. Kasi nga, I layered my characters Eros and Ironheart so much. So here parang was my turn to show Direk Lester a more grounded performance. And of course, and I enjoyed myself kasi nga parang it was hard to remove a lot of those things kasi medyo dikit sa Ironheart eh. So it takes a little bit of time to remove the bot, you know, my movement and ganyan. But I really enjoyed myself. So sabi ko nga parang for me anytime tumawag sa akin si Direk, I always say that's my answer to him is I'm your guy. Whatever role that is, whether it's a really big role or a small one, I'll find a way to make it interesting. And true enough, lahat na ng projects na nagawa ko with Direk Lester always like took me to another level in my career. So excited for this to come out. Yeah.
Kumusta ang fight scene?
Wow. This siguro in my 25-year long career, this was probably the most challenging fight since I've ever done in my life. Because of the challenge, because direct. Like that's why you accept the project with Direk Lester.
Yeah.
You accept it for the discomfort that's gonna happen. No, it's true. You can't be babied in this set. Like this is not the type of set where you're acting like superstars. We're here like we're treated like athletes here.
Yeah.
So we sleep early, we wake up early. We're at 6, 7 in the morning when we get to the set. We're ready to work. Wala nang warm up, wala nang feeling things out. Like we're on point. Precision, especially when you're working with a small budget, every second counts. Diba? You can't waste 1 hour, you can't waste anything. So the fight was very intense. Going into it knowing that me and Baron are very intense actors, we knew it was gonna hurt. Like hindi ito yung, we're gonna feather our way through these scenes. We're gonna go home broken down and beaten. And if that's the case, that means we did it right. And that's what happened there. And at the same time, parang once we finished all of it, nung natapos namin, mutual respect is given. It's almost like, when fighters talk about fighting, you share something intimate inside of that ring. And I feel like me and Baron shared something intimate inside of this movie.
Right, you mentioned the 1 versus 100. Is that the most memorable for you?
Actually, lahat, walang tapon po yung mga eksena na nandito. Lahat memorable.
Yung fight scene na pinaka-tumatak sa'yo.
Yung fight scene po, of course, yung sa amin ni Jake. Kasi gumawa po yung si Sir Leo Velasco. He's our
Production designer. I could say he's the best. So, naglagay po sila doon ng maraming mga breakables. Lahat. It looked like a real hospital. And Jake and I were just battling it out, ruining the set.
Yeah.
And inuuntog ko yung ulo niya sa lamp.
Grabe.
And pam, tuloy-tuloy lang, sobrang solid. Panoorin nyo na lang.
Grabe yun.
Kasi ang haba.
Yeah.
That was the longest action scene or sequence that I've shot in my entire career. And direct po, paano nyo po naisip yun?
Actually, long means we would work 12 hours a day. From the first minute, it's fight scene.
Boom.
Non-stop. And it's just the 2 of them. Fight scene. And then we did that for 4 long days.
Yeah.
Like that. I admire them for their tenacity, for their grit, for their determination, and of course their skills. We were able to do that because of them. They are actors / martial artists and athletes. Because of that, they're very fit. They prepared for it. Not a lot of people can do that.
and also, I want to add na not a lot of actors can do what
Yes.
we did kasi
Intense emotions.
yung continuity ko po,
Emotional continuity.
yung continuation ng suot ko, 4 days pong hindi nilaban. So I was like, Direk, hindi ba pwede? Kasi kinakaladkad ako sa dumi, sa ganyan. Siyempre yung continuity, we can't afford, wala kaming time eh. We can't afford na gawin siya, gayahin siya kasi the next day maaga ulit yung call. So I was working na amoy basura talaga. And I just had to do it. Kasi
I didn't mind it, bro.
You know,
I didn't mind it.
Pero I mind it.
Lapay mo na sarili mo.
Hindi talaga.
Pero one thing about it is other than the intense action that they perform, thank you, it's the emotional journey that they do, the emotional journey that they encounter during this fight scene that is very remarkable kasi very intense physical movements and complex, and then very complex emotional journey din yung pinagdadaanan nila together, kaya naging wonderful yung mga bagay-bagay.
I would like to add lang and thank sina Direk and his team, kay Coach Catalan. Kasi pinag-aral po ako ni Direk ng MMA, grappling. Of course, Taekwondo nandyan na, pero hindi naman masyadong nagamit. And also Judo. Ang daming tapon dito ng mga tao.
Dami. Wrestling.
So, and wrestling.
Lifting.
So, ang dami ko po, ang malaking pasalamat ko po dito. Marami po akong skill na natutunan. And also, marami din po akong pinanood regarding people who are under the spectrum. Aside from my daughter na nakikita ko araw-araw, yung mga mannerisms niya, yung mga quirks niya, ginagaya ko. But, of course, I had to make it my own also. And to make it believable and real to myself. So, ayun lang, may mga guide, pero binuo ko pa rin siya na hindi po tayo masisilip ng mga tao, who mga parents who have kids under the spectrum. Eh, syempre, sobrang pinag-iingatan ko namin. Kasi seryoso po yung subject matter po nito. And for sure, marami pong may inspire because we are giving hope. Itong mensahe po namin is, hindi porket may kapansanan ka, hanggang doon na lang. There's always hope for you to be better, to progress, and to be highly functional in society. So, yun.
Sorry for